Welcome, yogis. I'm Melissa, and in this session we're going to work on finding balance, both in holding postures and in balancing postures. So as always, you do what feels good, skip what doesn't work, and just try to have some fun. For this session, you may want to go ahead and grab a strap. If you don't have a strap, a belt or a tie will do just as well. Also a block. If you don't have a block, a thick book will work just as well. And if you don't have access to these, no worries. You can do the whole session without them. So we will begin in child's pose. Knees as wide as the mat, toes touch. You sit back on your heels, forearms and third eye rest on the mat. Take a moment here. Begin with a sigh. Deep inhale through your nose. And a sigh out of your mouth. And gently, eyes and lips closed. If you'd like a little massage for your third eye, you could rock your head left to right. Hearing and focusing on the sound of the Ujjayi breathing, flowing in and out of your nose. Loud enough for you to hear the breath. Press your hips back and start to crawl your hands forward. Get as long as you can. And then roll up to your hands and your knees, and we'll begin with some cow-cats. So you bring the shoulders under the wrists, the knees and hips are in one line. Inhale, cow. Exhale, arch your back, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And then come to a flat spine. If your wrists get sensitive during this at any time, you can make fists with your hands, or you could point your fingers out slightly. We're going to begin with some spinal balancing. So begin by kicking the left leg back, height of your hip, toes point towards the mat, and the right arm reaches forward, tricep next to the ear, thumb up and pinky down. Get long from heel to the tips of your fingers. Engage your core to help with the balance. And if you'd like, you could close your eyes here, really trying to locate that inner sense of balance. Take one last inhale and get as long as you can. Exhale, return everything to the mat, and we'll switch sides. The right leg kicks back, left arm reaches forward, getting as long as you can, even lengthening that right arm. Your gaze is down, and pull your limbs in towards the midline of your body. And then maybe it helps if you close your eyes, even if for just a second, to start to sense that inner balance. Get as long as you can. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, return everything to the mat. Curl your toes under, press back, down dog, and then walk your hands all the way back towards your feet. Bend your knees a lot here and find ragdoll. So opposite hand, opposite elbow, drop your head. If you'd like, you could find a little sway side to side, front to back. You could straighten your legs. And then release your hands to the mat. Heel toe your feet a little closer together. Bending your knees, slowly start to roll up. And then swim your arms up over your head. Interlace your fingers, but turn the palms of your hands up to the sky. Rooting into your feet, you lengthen and then go over to the right side. So we find the balance between effort and ease, lifting up and lengthening, and then softening to the right. And take just one more inhale here. And as you exhale, come back to center. Root down and rise up. And then take it over to the left. And then see if you can lengthen your legs and lengthen your spine a little more. And then soften as you go deeper to the left. Again, balance between effort and ease. Just one more inhale. And as you exhale, come back to center. Release your hands. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Knuckles reach to the heels. Heart and gaze reach up to the sky. And you start to bend back. Maybe you drop your head and you begin to look towards the space behind you. And then very gently start to straighten up. Tuck your chin, bend your knees, and fold forward. Nose as close to your knee as you can get it, and then maybe you start to straighten your legs as you bring the arms over your head. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, halfway lift, so you can bring your hands to your shins or hands to the mat, lengthening the spine. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, walk yourself to a downward facing dog. Bend into the right knee, press down into the left heel. You can gaze underneath your left arm here. And then switch sides. And coming back to center, press both heels down to the mat. Feet come together to touch, and you lift the right leg, bend the knee. Kneecap reaches to the sky. Maybe you gaze underneath your right arm. Keep breathing. And then return that foot to the mat. Repeat left side, lift it long, and then bend the knee and reach it high. If you're comfortable, you gaze underneath your right arm, left arm. And then return that leg to the mat. Rise to the balls of the feet, bend your knees. Step, walk, or hop to the front of your mat. Knees bend slightly as you roll up. Hands touch over your head. Come through, touch your third eye in your heart. Pause for a moment here. Find a place to rest your gaze. And then sink down into your chair pose. You're going to pick up your right ankle and place it on your left knee. Your foot is flexed. And then see if you can drop the hips a little deeper. Pull your belly in. Find that sense of inner balance here. If you like, you could close your eyes, if even just for a second. Sink the hips a little deeper and release the right foot. Hips stay low. Bring the left ankle up. Foot is flexed. Resting on the right knee as you sink. Again, learning to trust the wisdom of your body. Close your eyes just for a long blink. Release that left foot. Fold nose to your knees. Halfway lift. Step it back. Chaturanga Dandasana. High push-up to low push-up. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. You can take a moment here and walk it out. And then with your fingers spread wide, Rooting firmly into your hands, you're going to bring your feet together to touch, lifting the right leg. With control, rock forward, high push-up, and bring that right knee to your right elbow. Calm Ujjayi breathing here. Maybe you close your eyes just for a moment, staying connected to that inner balance. Almost there. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, kick the leg back, three-legged dog. Rock forward, high push-up. We do it again. The knee comes up through the center towards your nose. Close your eyes if it's okay with you, right? Just staying connected to that inner balance. Practicing effort and ease. You're strong, but you can be soft at the same time. Kick the leg back. One more on this side, high push up. Bring the knee forward and to the left, towards the elbow. Breathing, maybe closing your eyes, maybe not. Excellent job. Kick the leg back. Step it through, warrior one. Take your time. Inhale, rising up. Sinking. Rooting down, softening, shoulders soften, eyes soften, pulling the belly in, engaging the core. Take one more inhale, and as you exhale, warrior two, you sink, lengthen through the spine and extend through your arms. Softening here. Maybe you close your eyes, maybe you don't. One more inhale. As you exhale, flip the front hand and reverse your warrior, sinking and reaching. Those left fingers could reach towards the ankle, or you could wrap the arm around your back if you'd like. Sinking deeper, reaching a little further, and then softening into it. You could close your eyes if you'd like. Staying connected once again to that inner sense of balance. It's a practice in trust. Trusting yourself, trusting the wisdom of your body. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, extended side angle, forearm on the thigh. Left fingers reach up to the sky as you press back and open up. If you have the block and you'd like, you could place the block on the inside of your ankle and use it. Whatever height feels best in your body is fine. You could extend that top arm over your head. You could take a half bind or a full bind. Gaze can be up or down. You're doing really good. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, straighten the front leg. Extend the left arm up to the sky. If you don't have a block, you could grab the shin or the ankle if you'd like. If you have the block, you could position the height, make it a little higher, resting the fingers on the block, leaning back, opening up here. You could extend that top arm over your head if you'd like. You could extend the bottom arm if you'd like, but if this doesn't work in your body, you back it off, not a big deal. Can you take just one more inhale? And as you exhale, frame your front foot. Step the back foot a little bit closer. And there's a gentle twist here as you bring your belly over your thigh and your nose to your knee. You drop your head. And then come on up to the tips of your fingers. Bring your block to the outside of your right foot. Place your right hand to the inside of your right hip and reach the left arm forward. Right? So tricep glued next to the ear, thumb up, pinky down. And you're gently pressing the right hip back as you reach the left fingers forward. You're reaching the crown of your head forward, getting as long as you can. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, bring the left hand to the block or to your ankle if you don't have the block, and swim the right arm up to the sky. You can keep your gaze down, or you could spin your gaze up to your thumb, up to you. Keep gently twisting. Keep breathing. Find your balance. Maybe you close your eyes, even just for a long blink. Right? Practicing having trust in ourselves. You got this. Just one more inhale. And as you exhale, bring the right hand to the block and the left hand to your left hip. And then move the blocker an inch or two in front of your right pinky toe. And come on up to your balancing half moon. So you lift the left leg, foot is flexed, leaning back. If you'd like, you reach those fingers up to the sky. Gaze can be down or up or anywhere in between. Engaging the core to help with your balance. Closing your eyes if you'd like. And then slowly you're going to start to point those toes towards the mat. Bring your hands to your heart in prayer, and then very gently bring that left ankle around. Rest it on the right knee as you squat down. Just as we did earlier. You got this. Take one deep inhale. And as you exhale, step that foot back into a lunge. Drop your back knee to the mat. Frame your front foot and straighten your leg. Toes to the third eye, nose to your knee. Stretch it out. And then come forward. Flatten your right foot. Right forearm on the thigh. Bend the back knee, reach back, find the foot. You're not on the top of your kneecap, you're on that fleshy part above your kneecap. Gently guiding the heel into the glute as you extend the right arm. Your gaze, your drishti, sets to your right hand. Maybe you close your eyes here. Keep breathing. Just one more inhale. And as you exhale, release the hands, frame the front foot, straighten the leg and fold, nose to your knee. And then step the left foot forward next to the right. Inhale, rise, hands touch. Third eye into your heart, fold, nose to knees. Halfway lift, step it back, high to low push up dog and down dog. Taking a moment to walk it out. And we're going to repeat that on the left side. Feet come together to touch. Lift the left leg with control, high push up. Left knee to the left elbow. Lengthening your arms. Staying connected to that calm Ujjayi breathing so you can be both strong and soft at the same time. Maybe you close your eyes here. Take one last inhale. And as you exhale, kick the leg back, three-legged dog. High push up. Knee comes in tight to your chest, lift it high. Calm breathing. Kick it back, just one more. Yeah, you can. High push up. Over to the right. Close your eyes if it works for you. Kick it back. Step the foot through. Warrior one. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to soften. Soften your shoulders. Soften your gaze. Maybe you even close your eyes here. And just one more inhale. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Sink into your legs. Lengthen and extend. Drishti set, front middle finger. Maybe you close your eyes. Finding that balance once again between effort and ease. Without moving your feet, can you bring your heels towards each other? Activating the legs even more. Can you soften your jaw and your shoulders? You're doing great. Take one more inhale. Flip the front hand and reverse. Sink and reach, stretch it out. Either the fingers reach towards the ankle or the arm wraps around the back. Can you close your eyes here? Can you trust in the wisdom of your body? If the eyes are closed, open them. Extended side angle, forearm to the thigh. Right fingers to the sky. Press the shoulder back. If you're interested in using your block, you could go ahead and grab it and place it inside your knee. Leaning back. If you want, half bind or full bind. Or you could extend that top arm over your head. Just one more inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and straighten your front leg. If you don't have the block, you could grab the shin or the ankle. If you have the block, you can bring your fingers to the block and you can play around with whatever height feels best in your body. Leaning back and opening up. Maybe you close your eyes here again. If you'd like, you could go ahead and extend that top arm over your head. You could pick that bottom hand up, leaning back. Just one more inhale. Exhale, frame your front foot. Bring the back leg a little bit closer. And there's a gentle twist, belly over thigh, nose to your knee. Come on up to your fingertips. If you are using the block, you bring the block to the out left side of your left foot, left hand to the left hip, right arm reaches forward to help you find the length. Press the left hip back. Reach the crown of your head and your fingers forward. Get as long as you can. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, the hand comes to the block. The left arm reaches up to the sky. You're gently pressing that top shoulder back. Your gaze can be down to your foot or up to your thumb. It's completely up to you. Your eyes could be open, or maybe you close them just for one brief moment. Trust yourself. Just one more inhale. And as you exhale, bring the left hand to the block and the right hand to your hip. You can move the block a couple inches in front of that left pinky toe. Coming into balancing half moon, you lift that right leg up, foot is flexed, extending maybe the right fingers to the sky. Gaze can be down or up, it's up to you. Breathing here. Are you able to close your eyes for a second? If you wobble, if you fall, it's no big deal, right? That's why we call this a practice. Turn your gaze down if it's not. Point your toes down and bring your hands to your heart. Very gently, you're going to bring that right ankle around. Rest it on the left knee as you squat into that chair. You got this. Gracefully step that right foot back. Lunge, drop the knee to the mat. Frame the front foot, straighten the leg. Nice gentle stretch here. Toes to your third eye, nose to your knee. And then come on up, resting on that left foot. Left forearm on the thigh. Bend the back knee. Find the foot, it's there. It's there. And then you're gently pulling the heel into the glute. Left arm extends. Drishti set to your left hand. Close your eyes. And once again, trust in the wisdom of your body. You're doing really good. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, release everything down. Straighten the front leg, fold forward, nose to your knee. And then step the right foot forward next to the left. Inhale, rise, hands touch. Third eye into your heart. Third eye into your heart. Fold, nose to knees. Halfway lift, step it back, high to low, push up, upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Take a moment and walk it out. Bring your feet together to touch and lift your right leg. Bend your knee, just like we did earlier. You can stay right here, or you could go ahead and flip your dog, lifting the heart and the hips up to the sky. Drishti set to your right hand. Maybe you close your eyes here. Very gently spin around. Come back to your downward facing dog. Feet come together to touch. Lift the left leg, bend the knee, stay here, or go ahead, flip your dog. Left arm reaches over your head as your hips and your heart shine. Breath is calm. Close your eyes. Slowly come back around. Downward facing dog. Lift the right leg. Step the foot between your hands. We're going to set up a high lunge here. But before you come up, I want you to take your block and bring your block to the upper left side of your mat, right? And then rise up. Take your time, find your balance. You can widen your feet if you'd like. Reaching the arms up. Interlace all of the fingers except for the pointer finger. Let's just sigh here. Take a deep inhale. Soften into it. So we're strong and we're soft at the same time. right? We find balance between those two things, and we can be both at the same time. Sinking deep, lengthening the spine, turning the gaze up, lifting the heart up. Calm breathing. Maybe you close your eyes here. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, come to center. Bring your hands to your heart. And you're going to very gently lift that left leg up, just like we did earlier, pressing the heel away from you. And then find your block, bring your block underneath your left shoulder. Reaching the right arm up to the sky. Gaze can be down or up, you decide. Eyes could be open or closed. You got this. Just one more inhale. And as you exhale, you bring your hands to your heart, and you gracefully as you can bring that left ankle to your knee. It's meant to be challenging, right? Because you're strong. You got this. Sink the hips lower. Just one more inhale. And as you exhale, gracefully step that foot back. High lunge. Drop the back knee to the mat. Frame the front foot. Straighten the leg, fold, runner's lunge. And then this time you're going to drop your seat to the mat. Going to tuck that left heel in tight to your hip without sitting on it. And then you're just going to start to lean back. Close your eyes. Listen to your body. Does this feel okay? You stay here and work on your breathing. If it feels like you could go a little deeper, come on down to your forearms. Pause and breathe here. See how this feels. Right? And it's not our minds or our egos that we're listening to, it's our bodies. Learning to trust the wisdom of your body. If this feels pretty good and you want to take it a little deeper, you could lay all the way down on your back. But if for any reason your body is saying, no way, you come back up. Just one more inhale. And as you exhale, slowly come all the way up. Straighten out your leg. You could give it a little bounce here. Let the blood come back. And then we're very gracefully going to find our way back to downward facing dog. On your way there, take your block, place it to the upper right corner of your mat. Downward facing dog. You ready? Same thing, left side, lift the left leg, step the foot between your hands. Take a moment to rise up, find your balance. There's no rush here. Core is engaged. As you sink, reach your arms up. Everything interlaces but the pointer fingers. Sinking deeply, lengthening, starting to turn your gaze up. Starting to lift your heart up. Maybe you can begin to point your fingers to the space behind you. Maybe you could even close your eyes. Finding that inner balance. You're doing so good. Just one more inhale. And as you exhale, come back to center, bring your hands to your heart. You're going to kick that right leg up, just as we've been doing, pointing the toes down. Right hand to the block underneath your shoulder. Swimming the left arm up. Gaze can be down or up. You decide. Keep breathing. Just one last inhale, and then slowly hands to your heart as you bring that right ankle around, foot is flexed, resting it on the left knee as you sink into your chair. One inhale here. Exhale, step that foot back, high lunge. Drop the knee to the mat. Frame the front foot. Straighten the leg, fold nose to your third eye. And then you're gonna sit back once again. Coming into this half hero's pose, you tuck your heel in as tight as you can without sitting on it into the right hip. And then you lean back, close your eyes. Feel it in your body. How does this feel? If this is enough or more than enough, you stay. If your body feels like it can take a little more, then you come back. Drop down onto your forearms. If it's too much, you back off, long arms. If you feel like you could take a little more, a little deeper of a stretch, then you come on back down, all the way down. If this feels too much, you come on up. There's no right or wrong here. If it feels good in your body, then it's right for you. If it doesn't, then it's not. And when you're ready, come on up. Gently straighten that leg out long in front of you. And you can bounce it up and down, get a little blood flowing. Reach your arms up to the sky, take an inhale. And as you exhale, fold forward, grab what you can. So if you can't grab your feet, you could use your strap, right? Wrap the strap around your feet and gently come forward. If it's very easy for you to grab your feet, you could place your block at the bottom of your feet and grab your block. Look at your toes and start to reach your forehead to your toes. And to get a little bit longer, I want you to inhale and reach the forehead forward. And as you exhale, just soften. Drop your belly and your chest and your nose to your legs. And then slowly come on up. Just place your block off to the side. And then bend your knees. Plant your feet hip-width distance apart. Sit up tall. And then bring your hands long in front of you, shoulder-width distance. And slowly, just one vertebrae at a time, start to unroll. And if you have something in your hair, pull it out, right, so that you can get comfortable here. And then locate your block, lift your hips up and place your block medium height underneath your sacrum, right underneath your hips. You feel free to wiggle it around, find a space that feels good, and bring your arms long at your sides, palms up, close your eyes. And let's soften here. Take a deep inhale and a sigh. And just allow your body to rest. The softer and more relaxed you can become, the deeper you'll go into this posture. If you want to explore a little bit, you could straighten your legs and see how that feels in your body. As always, for any reason, if that doesn't feel good, you bend your knees and come back. If your eyes are closed, open them up. If your legs are long, bend them. Bend your knees, plant your feet on the mat. And from here, I want you to lift your legs up, point your toes to the sky. So your legs should be floating effortlessly. If they're not, you could reposition the block a little bit so that they are. If this feels good and it is working for you, please stay. If you want to come into a full shoulder stand, you start to lift your hips up, placing your hands at your back. If there is any pinching, tightness, any sensation in the neck, I want you to come out of this immediately. Otherwise, you can walk the hands up a little closer to your shoulders. You could press the hips toward your face. Press the feet towards the back of your mat. Just breathe. If you'd like, you can begin to lower your legs over your head. If the toes don't touch the mat, it's all good. You keep your hands at your low back. If the toes touch the mat, you could press the heels away from you, start to engage the legs. If you're resting on the block, stay there. See if you can get a little bit softer. If you're not on the block, see if you can find the block and just place it off to the side. If you'd like, you could bend your knees, coming into Deaf Man's. Again, if you're on the block, stay. If you're not on the block, bring your arms long on the mat, hands down, and then slow as you can, one vertebrae at a time, with control, start to unroll. When your hips land, straighten your legs. If you're on the block, remove the block. Lift your hips up and place your hands underneath your hips. Keep your legs extended. Keep pressing your heels away from you, and then lower your legs down 1/3 of the way. Breathing here, again, finding that balance between effort and ease. And then lower your legs another 1/3 of the way. Keep breathing. And then pick up your head, drop your feet 2 inches off the mat. Send a little love to your feet. And then slowly start to lift the legs back up. Drop your head. Charlie Chaplin your feet, so the heels touch but the toes turn out. And then lower your legs 1/3 of the way down. Calm Ujjayi breathing. Finding that balance between effort and ease, between strength and softness. Drop the legs another 1/3, keep breathing. 2 inches off the mat, lift up your head, check out your beautiful feet. Maybe send them a little bit of gratitude. And then drop your head, lift your legs all the way up. Excellent job. Hug your knees into your chest. And you can rock side to side. Make little circles, one direction and then the other. And then from here, we're going to come into a happy baby. So locate your strap and put it off to the side. Happy baby, your knees and ankles are in one line. You're grabbing the outsides or the insides of your feet. Your tailbone is pressing down into the mat. You could close your eyes here if you'd like. If your eyes are closed, open them. Keep a hold of your right foot and just let your left leg go long on the mat. Find your strap and wrap your strap around your right foot. So you're holding on to the strap of your right foot. Your left arm comes out to the left. And then go ahead and straighten that leg. Staying soft here. Staying connected to your mindful breathing. And then very gently start to bring that right leg out to the right side. You could turn your gaze to the left if you'd like. You could close your eyes if you'd like. And then gently bring that leg back to center. And then you switch hands. So the left hand grabs the strap or the foot. The right arm comes out to the right. And very gently you bring that right leg over to the left. Without pushing, without trying to force anything. You soften into it. Let's sigh. Take a deep inhale. And as you sigh, you soften, allowing gravity to do the work, allowing your body an opportunity to open as it's ready, trusting in the wisdom of your body. And then slowly turn your gaze back to center and bring your foot back. Bend the knee, half happy baby. Bring the left leg up, full happy baby. Remove the strap. Let the right leg go long on the mat and then wrap the strap around your left foot. And then go ahead and straighten that left leg, right arm out to the right, palm down. When you're ready, you could go ahead and start to bring that left leg out to the left, turning your gaze to the right. Again, not muscling or forcing anything, just being soft and gentle with yourself. Finding the balance between effort and ease. Turn your gaze to center, bring your leg back to center, switch sides, so right hand grabs the strap, left arm out to the left, and you bring the right leg across your torso, keeping your shoulders glued to the mat here. Are you still connected to that mindful breath? If your eyes are closed, open them. Bring that leg back, remove the strap. Bring the right leg up, happy baby. If you feel stretched out enough and you want to do a straddle stretch, go for it. If you want to rock side to side, feel free. And then release your feet, drop them to the mat. And then cross your right leg over your left and lift your toes up. Reach up, grab your heels. Gently pulling your heels towards your ears, drop your head. And then release your feet and we'll switch sides. Grab the heels once again. Gently, gently pulling the heels in towards the shoulders, keeping the tailbone flat on the mat. And then release your feet. Hug your knees into your chest, and you can rock side to side. Make little circles with your knees one direction and then the other. And then pause. Hug yourself into a little ball. Think of just one thing that you're grateful for in this moment. Squeeze yourself tight. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, you set up your Shavasana. So take as much time as you need here to get comfortable. You can wiggle your feet, wiggle your hips and your shoulders. You could cover your eyes if you'd like. You could cover your body with a blanket. Then close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Fill your lungs all the way to the top and hold your breath. Hold it. Let it go. Sigh out of your mouth. Return to your normal everyday breathing. Allowing your body to just soften. Allowing yourself to be held and supported by your mat. Start to feel the balls of your feet, your toes, the arches and heels of your feet. All of those tiny little bones in your feet. Feel them relax. Your ankles relax. Your shins and your calves melt into the mat. Your knees are relaxed. Your thighs and your thigh bones melt. Feel your hips, glutes, and pelvis sink into the mat. All of your internal organs melt. Feel your entire spinal column slowly just sink into the floor, all the way up your spine. Your shoulders and your angel bones relax. Your ribs and your lungs relax. Your heart is at rest. All of the muscles in your back melt. Biceps, triceps, elbows, forearms, wrists, all 10 fingers, those little bones in your hands, even your fingernails relax. Your neck is relaxed. Your chin, jaw, teeth, tongue, lips relax. Ears, cheeks, and nose relax. eyes, eyeballs, eyelids, eyebrows, relax. Forehead, scalp, and brain. Your entire body is relaxed. Please remain in Shavasana for another few minutes, longer if you can. See how balance occurs naturally when we trust ourselves. Your body holds wisdom, and when you begin to trust that, it will reveal what is best for you. Trust the wisdom of your body, for it often reflects the wisdom of your soul. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you next time. Namaste.